Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a few minutes to go through the DBQ. I'm going to show you again how to get into it. On Horry County Schools webpage, go to Students, Student Learning Commons, log in with Active Directory. Make sure you're just using your login. Do not put at g.horrycountyschools.net. I've favorited it, the DBQ app, but it's under online learning down farther on the page. You just click that. It'll take you directly to your assignment. This takes me to my teacher page. I can view your DBQ. So on the DBQ, the question that this is asking is Mayella powerful? So remember, Mayella Ewell. She's the one that accuses Tom Robinson of raping her, falsely accuses. So at this point, you should have gone through all of the documents already. I'm just going to show you what each step is. So with the hook exercise, this is something that typically what I do in class, I give every group these and have them place them on the line where they think who is more powerful. It's just to give you an idea of what they mean by power in this DBQ. If you want, you can go through here, add just plain text, type the names, and put them along the line as you go. The next step, of course, was the background essay. You did this last week where you just read about Jim Crow laws and just a little bit of information about To Kill a Mockingbird. The background essay questions should have already been answered. Just a few questions with some vocabulary. These are text boxes that you can type in. When you go to the pre-bucketing, so the question that's being asked by the mini-Q is Mayella powerful? To fill these out, you have to click your own text box and type them in. Now, you can, of course, edit these to do what you want them to do and change the colors, but this just gives you an idea. Now, this is the part that's important. With the DBQ, you have pre-bucketing. These are the different ways that you're going to say Mayella is or is not powerful. These end up being your body paragraphs in the essay. So once you've done that, I'm just going to give you some ideas. So if you go back and look at the hook exercise, pay attention to how each of these different characters has or does not have power. It can be race, it can be gender, it can be social status. Remember the pyramid of power in To Kill a Mockingbird. Of course, the rich white men are at the top. White women, like upper middle class white women. The hardworking, kind of poor white people. Then you have the white trash, like the Ewells. And then the black people are at the bottom when it comes to the power that they have. So think about that. When you go through these documents, these are all just different sections from the novel themselves. You just need to answer the questions. Of course, type the answers in your text boxes. And kind of pay attention to each one, how it shows that Mayella has power or does not have power. So here, just looking at this, get back to your dump. Of course, this would show that Mayella does not have power in some way, shape, or form. But again, she may have more than Tom Robinson. With this one, we're looking at the excerpt from the trial when she's talking about her father. So does she have more power than her father or less? Man versus boy. Again, this is coming from the novel where here Atticus is questioning Mayella during the trial, and then the Yule's lawyer is questioning Tom Robinson. Notice that Atticus calls Mayella ma'am, and the other lawyer, Mr. Gilmer, calls Tom Robinson boy. Document D, we're looking at, again, part of the novel and the different sections. Pay attention to the story notes where it's coming from. Mr. Gilmer's questioning Tom Robinson about why he ran from Mayella when she tried to hug and kiss him. Here's Reverend Sykes and an African American speaking to Scout's brother Jim. And then the part of Atticus's closing argument. Document E is the loneliest person in the world. This is where Scout reflects as Tom testifies about Mayella's frequent attempts to speak with him, and then Mr. Gilmer questioning Tom Robinson about his interactions with Mayella. Of course, here are the questions that go with it. Now, the essay builder is the part that you should be working on at this point. When I'm talking about the buckets here, I remember at the beginning I said that these are the different ways that Mayella is or is not powerful. So I would recommend you use race, gender, and then social status. Here with the chicken foot, this is just a really simplified way of writing a thesis statement. So you would say Mayella, Mayella is powerful. You can put or is not, depending on whichever way you choose, because of her race, gender, and social status. What that does is just it actually creates your thesis statement. You'll go through here, and each of these buckets, they're just like, it's like a metaphor with the buckets. You're filling the buckets with information from the document. So you're going to go back through these documents and find evidence to support how she is or is not powerful according to each of these subtopics. This is just a way for you to build your essay. I like you to use this because, first of all, it makes sure that you have all the parts that you're supposed to have for the rubric, but it also gives you some examples of sentence starters, and once you type everything in these, it will build the paragraph for you. Once it's built all of these paragraphs, remember each body paragraph is a different one. So here they've even told you class, gender, race makes her powerful or not powerful. So each body paragraph is each one of the buckets. And then, of course, with your conclusion, you restate the thesis. And it gives you some sentence stems and restate your argument. I would recommend at the end of this, take a little bit of time to explain how this is important to society. It can be during the time period of the novel, or when the novel was written, or even today. Once you do all of that, it will build your essay for you. The rubric is here. I gave you guys the comprehensive DBQ project rubric, where I will grade your essay on all of these different parts. So, of course, you have introduction, body paragraphs, conclusion, but you're also going to have the big picture, which is called macro structure. You need to, it's just making sure that you have all of these parts. But if you follow the template, you'll have all the parts that you need to. Of course, transitions come between each of the sections. And then, of course, your mechanics and language. Some of this will show you where there are mistakes, and some of them won't. So make sure that you are going back in and checking for your own mistakes. So once you've completed your essay, it'll all be here. All you have to do is click Send to Teacher. And it will show me that you are complete with everything, and I will grade it. This is a pretty simple way of writing an essay, but I think it's pretty effective because it makes sure that you have everything that you need. And if you have any questions, please comment on the assignments or send me an email, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I hope to see you guys on Friday at 9 a.m. with our Zoom